I originally started this, to do this business to help make ends meet. We have 3 kids in Christian school, and that's really what it was about, was to keep them there. Back in 2010, my husband's company, it's a great company that he works for, but they were making some cuts. Of course, they're affected by the economy as much as we all were affected by the economy. It hurt us. Basically what happened was I needed to go back to work. So a good friend of ours, he approached me and he said, Noreen, I think I have an answer for you. I went to go see the business presentation and I got it right away. I joined the business that night.
Noreen had been a stay-at-home mom for, 13 years at the time that we were looking in October 2010. And it was tough getting back into the workforce with so many people out of jobs, recently out of jobs, looking for positions that she was looking for, but she had been out for 13 years. So it was difficult. So the timing of this coming into our lives couldn't have been better, and it's been unbelievable.
My goal was, I said, okay, if I could just make $2,000 a month, that would cover a big portion of our tuition payment to keep our kids in that Christian school. And with Ignite, I mean, it was unbelievable. It pretty much happened like immediately. I didn't expect it. His first kitching moment was probably 16 days after I started the business. I got my first check. And it was pretty sizable, and he looked at it and he goes, where we are today, if I go back and think a year ago, a little over a year ago, where we were and where we are today, I couldn't even imagine that we'd be in this place. I'm still home with my kids. I do this business part-time. We call, the money that we make the Ignite Scholarship Fund because it pays 100% for the tuition that we were looking for. The worries aren't there like they used to be. We were those people that were scratching our heads saying, okay, we have to make all these changes. We have to tighten our belts. We have to, look for, make sure we're not spending this, and always telling the kids, no, we don't have the money. No, we can't do that. We don't have the money. Now we can breathe. We can say, sure, you can get that. That's fine, it's okay. And the kids go, really? I'm like, yeah, it's okay. And they just light up, and that's huge to be able to do that.
We recently were able to, well, I guess I was able to go out and buy a brand new 2011 Camaro, which is like a thrill for me. It's like a dream car. Wasn't in the equation at all. That sort of just came out of nowhere.
We can see now where it's taking us, and it's really going to be a lifestyle change for us.
The special secret to this business that we did not understand working with Ignite is the people that come into our lives. We've been married now just over 18 years. And the last year with Ignite, we've brought more people into our lives, close personal friends, than we have in the previous 17 years of marriage. It's just been, that's something that was a bonus we didn't see coming. Ignite works no matter how bad the times are and the conditions. And in this economy, and we know we are in probably the worst economy we've been in our lifetime. Right. We're in the worst housing market in our lifetime as well. And there are more foreclosures in this country than have ever been before. People won't pay the mortgage, but they will not sit in a dark house and take a cold shower. It is absolutely recession-proof. This is something that does not get cut out of somebody's budget. People will think, well, you know what, it's already been here for a year. But when you look at the percentages of people that have switched, it's very, very low. In fact, even in the state of Texas, we're not even 10% of those that have switched, and they've been there for almost 7 years. We've barely scratched the surface. We're not just early where we're going, we're still early where we've been. Right. And that's huge. There is every single type of person in this business, from the stay-at-home mom to the banker to the lawyer to the airline pilot to the sales trainer to the CEO of a business. It doesn't matter what you do or what your background or where you come from. The Ignite opportunity is for everyone, and it's that simple that anybody can do this.
I pinch myself every day and I say, is this for real? Am I really living this life?
It's been a little over a year with Ignite, and never saw this coming. Never realized it was going to be what it was when we started. We knew there was potential, there was opportunity to make something out of this, but so much more has happened in that year that has blown us away. As I said, the people we've met, the relationships we've developed, the growth of our business, the ability to pay these bills, to buy a new car in just 1 year. Yeah. And she's still home. Huge. She's still home with the kids. That's gigantic. So where we're going is as far as Ignite goes.